You accepted the request.
I did. I did. I wasn't sure if that's how that was going to shake out.
Uh,
Every day is Mercury retrograde in my mind.
yes. Okay.
Welcome, everyone. Uh, so we thought we might share a little bit of sort of a new thing with y'all. So we have been doing our readings for the collective at the end of every podcast, and we decided that we would just have our regular podcast be about all the other things that we're talking about, and then we release those once a month, and then halfway through the month we will record one of these and also release it on the podcast. So we're going to do our tarot reading for the collective right now.
Any excuse truly that I can get Ruth to come onto Instagram Live. I just get so excited.
Someone has to let this Leo out of the cage. I hate myself. Okay. We do, just so everyone knows, we have this coming Monday on the 15th, we have a coven meeting. We will be focusing on the lunar eclipse, and we will be talking a little bit about the series of eclipses that we've had since June of last year, and looking forward to the series of eclipses that we'll be having for the next 2 years, specifically talking about the different themes that it will be hitting in your life when it comes to your birth chart. So come with your rising sign. You don't have to know anything else other than that. And we can always link you to where to find that if you don't know. You do need your exact birth time. That's the only warning. But yeah, come with your rising sign, and we'll be talking about how the eclipses are where the eclipses are going to be shaking up your life for the next couple of years.
Yes, and also whether to use eclipse energy for magical practice, which is a very contentious topic I have found. So
It
excited.
is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun. I don't want to say fear mongering, but a little bit.
Eclipses were very scary back in the day before we
Yeah.
understood that the sun just wasn't abruptly dying in the skies.
Yeah. I mean, even when I saw an eclipse fully scientifically knowing what was happening, I was still like a little shook.
Yeah, it's shocking. So very
Truly.
sad.
Well, shall we read a card for the collective?
Yes. Deck
What?
what deck are you using?
Oh, I am using the Wild Unknown.
Oh,
It is
classic.
one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
I decided to use my new Goetia tarot. So,
Ooh.
yes, love this deck. The print is very dark, so it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, I love it.
It looks spooky.
Yeah, and it's been so fun to work with it, which I feel like that's not the best word to use for a deck about demons, but it's great.
I mean, I feel like witches are into, it's like fun for us to get into the darker side of life or whatever.
Yes.
Well, let's see what we've got here. Oh, little Two of Wands energy. This is in reverse too. I got it this way, which I always think is kind of like you're trying to look forward and make plans, but plans are just like, LOL. Good luck. But this is always kind of it's asking all of us to think about what lights our fire. It's right after the Ace of Wands, which is really like a lot of inspiration coming through. And if you're not feeling inspired, it can be a good thing to sort of think back and, when was the last time that I felt like really passionate about something? And for some of us, that might be going all the way back into our childhood. Some of us have to dig that deep into our history in order to really tap into the kinds of things that we long for and that excite us. And I think it's really a beautiful thing that, if we all allow ourselves to be excited about the things that we're excited about, then like we really cover like a broad range of interests, and that's like what makes the world so fascinating and interesting. So part of it is accepting like who you are. I love that there's this like beautiful rainbow shade back here because it is like you are somewhere in this like wild rainbow of humanity. And I think this card often comes up. Oh, Francois wants to say hi.
I
Of course he does. Francois like, I'm a beautiful rainbow. But yeah, so this is like part of it is about accepting yourself and the different like passions and desires that you have. And I would say that if you're feeling like, oh, I have this like thing I want to do, this project or this kind of art or this kind of life, even maybe, you know, you're one of us who keeps dreaming about like living on a commune, but you live in like a dirty rat infested city. Uh, more like a rat commune, I guess. But I think that, you know, if you're feeling that thwarting, like that's an invitation for you to sit with where you are with patience and acceptance and trust that your dreams and your hopes that you're looking forward to are not, they're not impractical and they're not sort of like stupid dreams, basically. Like they are good dreams for that have been placed in you and nurtured in you for a purpose. And sometimes you're going to have to sit there with your dreams and just watch them not be fulfilled.
mm-hmm.
And that can be the temptation then can be to sort of shut it down and be like, well, I'm not going to have dreams. But this is saying like, allow yourself to keep that fire ignited. And maybe that's something that you want to like have a practice around where you know, write down your dreams, put it under a candle, write down your dreams on a candle, and you light the candle for a few minutes every day to remind yourself to keep that dream alive until you're in a place where you can more properly live that out. It's a struggle to have this in the reverse position, but it is really like a warm admonition to try and keep your dreams alive and not to let go of those because they are important to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think with any of the two cards, it's like there's a lot of balance, like trying to strike out, like, you know, how do you like keep a passion alive, but also be able to kind of like hold it back?
Mm-hmm.
And there's that balance there. And I think it's funny because the card that I drew is the Knight of Pentacles.
Hot.
Right? Look at that big sword. So this is Zapar as the Knight of Pentacles. And I think honestly that it's kind of a boring card. Like, I think that, well, knights just have that unique energy of like, I feel like knights are either, well, they just have a lot, like they're intense. They're like, I'm charging into this. I might not have it figured out, but I'm going to do it. But I think that the Knight of Pentacles is like a way more grounded energy than say like the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. And I think the Knight of Pentacles is like really good at like planning shit out. And so like, if he's going to go for it, he's going to go for it in these like particular ways and steps forward. And so I think like how these cards might speak to each other is like, okay, you have this passion, but now is not the time. Like there's something that needs us to wait. And maybe it's the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Pentacles who wants to say like, we're going to do this, but we're going to do it very thoughtfully and precisely. So it's not like it's like a dream deferred for the moment, but we're going to figure out how we're going to like achieve it in the most intentional way possible. And I think too, like when I think about, I feel like this card is kind of the season because I think of this time as like, no, it is okay to slow down. Like it is okay to rest and relax and to not bring so much of this energy. And I don't know. I feel like this like Knight of Pentacles energy is like such a struggle in my own life just all the time. And it's like, please, can I not just like take a break? It's like getting winter time in the Northern Hemisphere. Like I don't want to like, but I don't know. Maybe it's like part of like tending that flame is like, we're going to keep on kind of like plugging along, maybe not with as much drive and passion as we normally would. Maybe we are going to slow it down. But for right now, like it's just going to be some like drudgery.
Yeah, I feel like these cards these cards together, to me, it's like very big nerd energy. Like I think of the Knight of Pentacles as someone who really is so careful with every step that they take, because they're like, and it's like the kind of person where, I don't know, you play D&D with them and they're like, no, actually that's not in the rule book. And it's like they want to like not just live by the rules, but they want to get every detail right, because they want to create the best thing that they can.
Mm-hmm.
And especially to get this in reverse, I feel like is kind of challenging that and saying like, have the patience of the Knight of Pentacles with your own dreams. And also just with your own, like your dreams are like nerd out about them, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe right now is the time to like really dig into learning about it, or, studying or practicing, but not necessarily like having it be a very public or just like known and used practice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think practice makes perfect. I think practice is perfect. But truly, I feel like together these cards are definitely just like, go nerd out about whatever it is that you love.
Yeah. I also love that you have like this beautiful rainbow card. I mean, all of these cards might be dark, but like, he's not having a good time. I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he gets off really hard work. Some of us do, Capricorns. But, kind of, chill.
Yeah.
But now it's not the time to chill, collective. It's the time to like work.
Yeah.
Whatever is burning your wand.
If you think of like, and I always think of the wands as like a conductor, like literally conducting, creating their own dreams and magic and making it happen, even with like a full group of people. So if you think of wands as like your powerful tool, the Knight of Pentacles is kind of like, let's make sure all of our tools are in good shape, and let's make sure like they're all in the right order and everything. So it's kind of like getting into the details, into the nitty gritty.
Yes.
But that's what enables you to be able to conduct an orchestra or whatever it is that you're excited about. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
This will be available on the podcast. If you want to come to our Coven meeting on Monday, you can check out the link tree in our bio. It costs $15. And if you're a member of our Buy Me a Coffee, you only pay $11 a month, and you get to go to the Coven meetings for free. You also get like playlists and personalized tarot readings and zodiacal readings every month. So
yes,
that's all well and cool. Gotta do it.
Yes. Well, thanks for joining us. Hope that you enjoyed this part. This is where I will never be able to just succinctly.
We are very good at saying
goodbye. So thanks for joining. Check out the podcast, check out our Instagram, check out everything.
Check me out. Don't forget.
Yes. And Ruth and I are working up towards a more
exposed.
Yes. There we go.
Podcast.
Yes. So
keep supporting us, and we're on YouTube already, but we're still wearing clothes. So
yes, at this point, it's the hope that someday we won't. We'll see. If you
want the hope. That is the dream.
All right. Well, this is fun.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.